Alright guys, this is a video of me showing you how to increase your frames in Minecraft. As an owner of a mediocre gaming laptop, well, not really a gaming laptop, but a mediocre laptop that you could use for gaming, I really needed to find ways to increase frames from normal Minecraft that they give us. So I searched long and wide, traveled thousands and thousands of miles, not really, to find different methods on how you can increase your frames. And I put this all together in one big 20-minute video just to showcase all the methods. I just keep on repeating myself. But anyway, without further ado, let's get right into this. Alright guys, so for our first tip, we have Optifine. I mean, I know what you guys are saying, like, oh my god, what an original idea. Like, no one ever says to use Optifine. But honestly, I cannot leave it out. It's one of the most vital features to make your Minecraft run faster and to increase your frames. As you can see on the home page, it literally says that it can double your frames per second, and it's common. It's like, oh, it's common. It's nothing much, you know, just a casual everyday thing. So I mean, that's absolutely amazing. It's amazing. It's a amazing mod. So it's really simple as well. Don't worry, there are no viruses in it. And all you have to do is just go on optifine.net/home. So what you want to do is click downloads. And as you can see, like, oh my god, there's so much stuff. What do I do? 0 plays. That's so cheesy. All you have to do is you can see that there's 3 different options. Ultra, Standard, and Light. Ultra is for like stronger computers. I mean, some laptops or computers can handle it pretty decently, but for you guys, I would recommend Standard. unless, like, as you can see, it's only for like 1.7 versions. Unless you want to use 1.8, which you have to use Ultra. And all you do, I would recommend using the latest version, as it's the best one. It's the most updated one. It's removed all the bugs and glitches and everything off it. I can't guarantee that, but it's the best version. So let's go ahead and do Minecraft 1.8.8. Okay. So you just casually click it. As you can see, you just click continue. It brings you onto a AdFly screen. You just click the download button. So it brings you onto like an AdFly screen. And on the top, don't click anything on the AdFly screen. If it shows you that screen, just click continue. As you can see on the top right, it says skip ad. So you just want to skip the ad. You just want to click that, and you click download Optifine. And on the bottom left, you'll see that it is downloading on your downloads bar. And by the way, you have to at least have opened that version, or like use that version once. If you haven't used that, it won't apply. So let's just click it and install. As you can see, it says Optifine has successfully installed. So that's great. It's a success. So onto the game. Okay, guys. So on your Minecraft launcher, which you should be having, unless you're using like a cracked or an old version. All you want to do is just click on edit profile. This is how you enable it. You want to edit profile. Select the version that you downloaded. So the top one is the latest versions, bottom is older. And then next to the version, it should be Optifine HD or etc. Whatever, like whichever one you downloaded. So you just click that, click save profile, and then just click play. It's really as simple as that. Alright guys, so for step 2, it's something really quite simple. Like, oh my god, look, my frames are dipping by so much, like only like 60 FPS. Wow. That's it? That's all? And for you guys, it's laggier. So what we want to do is increase those frames. And we can do that inside of Minecraft. All you do is just click the escape button or whatever you do to open your options menu or your game menu. Go to options, go to video settings, and here it is. What you want to do is you want to change your frame rate to unlimited. That'll use the maximum capacity of your game, of like how much RAM you've allocated to it. So that's good. You want to lower your render distance to as low as possible. That'll definitely help you maximize it. What you want to do is you want to make your graphics fast, because who's got time for fancy stuff? Put your smooth lighting off. It won't make much of a difference, but like whatever. Smooth lighting level, it's off, so it doesn't really matter. GI auto, you want to just copy these sort of settings. Now, what will really help? Now, this will really help it out. You want to go to quality, and you want to turn map levels off. Like, ooh, that's what you want to do. And then you want to turn map type nearest and all of this. Just use all these settings. You can turn swamp colors off, but then it just really looks horrible, absolutely horrendous. Like, you don't want to do that. Then you go to performance. You can do smooth FPS on and off, but I would recommend on. Off would make it a bit faster. Chunk updates 1. Just these settings genuinely will make it much faster. And they're ideal. It won't make it look too bad. Details, you can use, you make sky off, clouds off, trees fast. All these stuff off. I'm gonna make this fast as well. Entity shadows off. You can do all that off. Whatever you want. Whatever is up to you. How badly your computer lags and stuff like that. You can do animations. You can turn these all off. I mean, I wouldn't do that because I like the animations and I do PvP, so I wouldn't recommend it. But you can just turn it all off. Keep in mind this is all for Minecraft 1.8. Like this sort of settings, there are a lot less settings in Minecraft 1.7, and only a few of these will apply to that. Finally, you can go to other, and you can click show FPS to, and you can do lagometer, but you can do show FPS to see what your frames are. As you can see, it's on the top left corner. You don't have to download any external application or use Fraps or anything like that. You can just look on the top left what your frames are. It's as simple as that. So, yep, that's it for tip number 2. So, our third step, I don't know, might be considered a little bit controversial. It's a bit selective to some people. Basically, what it depends on is your RAM. You can allocate a certain amount of RAM on your computer to Minecraft. Depends how dedicated you are to this Minecraft thing. So, it's very simple. First, to find out how much RAM you have, you just want to click your Windows button and just search up Control Panel. And then go on the top right and just search up RAM. That's it. It's simple. And then you can see System and show how much RAM is on this computer. So keep in mind, this is just, I'm not going to click it because the things, like I don't want to show you my things, my personal settings. So keep in mind, it's all personalized, but I can't talk. Keep in mind, this is all for like Windows 10, so I apologize for I don't know about Windows 8 or 7, might apply for these. So anyway, on those you can just right click the screen and click properties. But anyway, on this you can just so once you've done that, once you find out how much RAM you have, mine is 8 gigs of RAM. You just go to edit profile, and on the bottom you can see Java settings advanced. So you use your version of like Optifine or whatever, and what you want to do is you want to unclick from executable and click JVM arguments. Here, what you want to do is you want to put a dash x, capital X, lowercase mx, 4G. 4 basically stands for how much RAM you're giving. If I want to supposedly give like 2 gigs of RAM, I'll give 2 gigs of RAM. I would definitely recommend like using either half or less. Like do not go for over half. That'll just you put too much pressure on Minecraft. Like you won't be able to run anything else. Honestly, everything else will be way too slow. So I would only recommend half or less. So suppose I wanted to change it to 2. I could just backspace off out of the 4G, make it 2. And it's as simple as that. Like that's like a very easy step, and it makes your Minecraft a lot faster. Like honestly, it's helped a lot in my experience. So anyway, let's move on to number 5. Or not number 5. Number 4. Alright, what's up guys? So for our fourth step, we have something that won't increase frames too much. As you can tell, like it's going from top to bottom, like top being like the most the things that most increase the frames, though the top 3 are arguable. This one doesn't increase the frames as much, or I mean, might not be too favorable to you guys, but this one is changing your texture pack. Yeah, I know, like, whoa, texture pack can make a difference? Yes, as a matter of fact, it actually can. Some texture packs make your game go much slower, but they make it look absolutely stunning. Like, there's also a mod, like a shaders mod, where it makes your game just look absolutely stunning, but it just lowers your frame like a monkey. That's like a madman. That's what I meant to do. I'm gonna do a /time set. Oh, never mind. I will. Professional here. There. Wow. I really forgot my commands. But, okay then, I just wasted a lot of time. So, yeah. I would recommend you could use an 8-bit texture pack, 8-bit texture pack. Those will like really increase your frames, but then they look absolutely horrible. It's pretty simple. You can just go online, go on YouTube. YouTube has everything. You can just search up best 8-bit, like whatever 8-bit texture packs that really reduce lag and stuff like that. No, reduce frames. Why am I keep thinking reduce frames? Reduce lag. So I have one personally myself. As like when I was in times of trouble, Mother Mary came to me. I have one, as a matter of fact, and it is Aces High FPS PvP texture pack. Now, as you can see, it's a PvP texture pack. So I mean, it's perfectly fine. No, I'm kidding. This is the PvP. Oh my god! As you can see, it looks horrible. Like my frames have barely increased, maybe by a bit, but it just looks horrible. I don't mind it. I mean, maybe some people like this, but not a favorable. But if you're really in need of those frames. As you can see, the wood looks a lot different. The tools look quite different. Like you can see, the pick looks really quite strange. Only thing that looks normal remotely is the sword. You can see the swords look fine. Everything else looks very strange, very like pixelated and stuff. Looks dilated. Oh, whatever. So yeah, I mean it does increase your frames like a bit. So I mean, if you're really in need of those few frames, you can use a high-speed PvP or a high-speed texture pack. So anyway, moving on to numero 5. Alright guys, so we're practically on to a sort of like final step. These are like the steps for people who are just sort of really in need of those few frames, like really need to reduce their lag, like they can't play the game sort of lag. So as you can see, it's nighttime, and all the mobs from underneath the ground are lurking on the surface, looking to hunt and kill you. Skeletons, zombies, spiders, everything. So these are called mobs, and basically the more mobs you have, the more mobs there are, the more entities spawn, and the more entities there are, the more lag happens. So the lower your difficulty, the lower the lower your amount of lag. So, because I'm on peaceful, there's gonna be no evil mob spawning, and so there's less entities, and so there's less lag. Personally, this is my least favorite method of reducing lag, as it takes away from a large chunk of the game, which is fighting mobs and getting that experience of dying your first time and all that kind of stuff. Basically, making you a better Minecraft player. So, I personally don't like this, but I mean, if you're really in need of those frames, then you can't play the game, and you're gonna have to sacrifice something. You're gonna have to do this, and yeah, peaceful obviously is the lowest. And you can also turn it easy. Easy will be less than difficult, because if it's difficult, more mobs will spawn. So yeah, just to clarify. Finally, if you have things on the floor that you like basically just entities on your floor that are taking up space, this can also sort of create lag. I mean, it's gonna take a lot to create a bunch of lag, but you can just clear the entities on the floor by grabbing it and then throwing it into or whatever, on going to creative and doing the casual thing of destroying the item, or you can throw it into a lava pit, so it just completely goes away from your survival game. And yeah, so I can just show you that it does lag up your game a bit if you leave them on the floor. So you want to just grab them all and just destroy them. So yeah, those are the sort of ways you could increase your frames. I mean, I wouldn't go with it, but if you're really in need of it, sure, go ahead. So on to some sort of side notes. And so, just as a little bit of additional tips, maybe you're saying oh, my computer runs perfectly fine. It's really quite fast. It's a powerful computer. But why does my Minecraft still lag? The reason may possibly be because you have a virus in your computer. If you do, I would recommend using an antivirus program such as McAfee, which personally I use, to try and remove that antivirus, though it is paid. If you want a free option, I would probably recommend AVG, though it's got a 30-day free trial. I would recommend using that, as it's really quite good. I don't know what it is now, but yeah, AVG is really is the best free option out there. So yeah, and as a little bonus thing, I want to say to people who want to record, I personally find the best game capture software is Camtasia. I know what is this guy on about? He thinks Camtasia is better than Action Mirrorless, Fraps, OBS, everything like that. And my personal opinion is no, it might not be better, but for computers that are mediocre, it is definitely the best option. It barely reduces my frames. It barely makes much of a difference. On OBS and all those softwares, oh, my frames just dip like a madman. Once again, the same analogy, but yeah. In terms of if you have a really powerful computer, OBS is definitely the best option. You can stream, you can do all sorts of different options on it. Get 60 frames, everything like that. But for a mediocre or weaker laptop / computer, I would definitely recommend Camtasia. So anyway, that's it for my video today. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and subscribe if you are new. And like the video if you enjoy the videos. Yeah, as expected. So anyway, see you guys, and peace.